Buenos dias, remarkable lifers.
Hola.
So today our experience was we went to the INM office in Chapala, and this is kind of the start of the second half of the immigration process. And so the first thing I'm going to tell you is there were some angry people in that office. The second thing I'm going to tell you is
Don't be an angry person in that office.
Yeah, don't be an angry person in that office. More importantly, hire an immigration facilitator.
Yes.
It doesn't cost a whole lot of money and made our process crazy. Just fast and easy. Yeah, I mean, the paperwork was already filled out. She met us there at the office and literally asked us for our passport. She gave them to the lady behind the counter, and then when they were ready, they called us up. They took our fingerprints, they took our pictures, and said, "Have a great day."
Yeah, and she actually knew the process, so
Right.
down to the point to where she had everything lined up, laid out. The lady at the desk knew her, and so she's like, "Okay, got it," and she just started doing what she needed to do. And then she even knew to the point where when they took our picture, she knew we were taller, so she lifted up she just walked behind the little screen and lifted it up.
Held the screen up, held it up,
fill in the background. I mean, she's like she worked there. But it was
awesome.
It was nice. Now, on the flip side of that, we had the experience of hearing and witnessing another couple, an older couple that were here as, snowbirds, I believe is what we figured out.
Well, so they were from Canada, and not that matters. But the big thing is, if you are planning to get your residency visa here, or your temporary or permanent residence here in Mexico, the one thing that you will see repeated over and over and over is that once you get your visa from the consulate in your country and you come here, whenever you go through immigration at the airport or whenever you cross the border, it is absolutely imperative that you make sure you show them your visa at that office and make sure they understand that you are here for the canje process. C-A-N-J-E, canje, and that they put 30 days. Part of the problem is that now part of Mexico, part of some of the airports and everything, they're going from the old-fashioned handwritten FMM form to an electronic version, and that can't be corrected. Once it's in there, it's done. So you make sure at the airport, or if you cross a land border and they're using the electronic version, you've got to make sure that they know it's canje and they've stamped your visa and put 30 days on there.
So with this couple, they had, and we overheard there, you couldn't miss it. It's a small office, and so we were hearing everything, but it was a 180-day stamp.
It was a 180 tourist visa, right.
So they are here on a tourist visa. Now, apparently what we gathered is they were leaving in April, and the visa expires in March. So they're going to have to adjust, or they're going to have to travel back to the United States. To Canada, or someplace outside the country, and just cross the border, come back, and get re-stamped with the canje stamp.
Right.
And then they can proceed. But it's really thrown them into a loop. Well, they just were not understanding, and bless their hearts, they clearly were getting frustrated, and the workers there were nicer than they probably should have been.
They were. And the thing to remember is this is Mexico, and she kept asking, well, shouldn't the INM, or shouldn't the immigration officer at the airport know how to do his job? Well, yeah, but it's Mexico, and it's all about personal responsibility here. It's your job to make sure that he did his job for you correctly.
Well, it's your job. It's your job to make sure that you instruct what you need.
Right.
Yeah. So that's the takeaway from that. And so we don't want to put those people down, because I know they're frustrated and upset.
Yeah.
And they were just finding this out.
This is more just a warning for anybody who sees this video.
But if you experience problems, be very nice, smile. How can I fix this? What can I do to change this? What do I need to do now? That's also a big takeaway. And we have found that everyone has been very nice to us in that process, or in that type of a mode. When you start getting upset, they're like, you should have done your research.
And the other one is, make sure you hire an immigration facilitator. They are wonderful. No, we cannot give you a recommendation because we got ours through a paid service, and so we can't tell you who our facilitator was.
Yeah, but they are out there, and make sure that you do your research and find those services out there that have vetted, researched resources for you. And those people know what they're doing, and they've been proven to be successful. So take that little piece of advice with you, and at some point down the road, we may be able to tell you exactly what we did. But for now, we're going to keep it general.
And I'm going to leave you with the beautiful Lake Chapala here from the Malecon in Chapala. And remember, if you haven't already,
stay tuned for the next video. Like and subscribe. Follow us on YouTube, and go find your truly remarkable life.
there you go.